Hello. I'm making lunch, but I wanted to film and let you know where I'm at, what I'm doing. I didn't film for the rest of the day after that in post. And so I was able to knock out more courses. So I will tell you what I did to knock out the accounting course. That's 213. I knew I was going to have trouble with certain classes. And so I went ahead and found tutors online before starting the class. Like, I reached out to them and did that. And so now I was able to work with those tutors, right? So yesterday I knocked out, was it yesterday? No, day before yesterday. I knocked out 213. That's the accounting course. I did a few hours of tutoring. I used a website called Preply. I'll throw it in the description below, along with the tutor that I used. I used Quizlet flashcards, and then I just used the tutor, and that was it. And I passed the course first time. It was difficult. I don't know much about accounting or anything of that sort. So like I said, I knew I was going to struggle with that one, but it was fine. And then ethical leadership, super easy. Knocked out that course in like just a couple hours. So I just wrote a paper, and then I think I wrote two papers, and knocked that one out. It might have been three. I don't know. Anyway, wrote a bunch of papers, super easy. Used talk to text to answer all the things that the description says that you need to answer, like in the rubric and on the thing that tells you the description of the assignment. Anyway, sorry, my brain is like fried at this point. So use that, and then use talk to text to just answer those questions. Email yourself the talk to text, or put it in your, in a Word document if you have a shared file on your phone and your laptop, and then go in and edit those, and you're done like that. It is so quick. And so, great, there's noise outside. Give me a hot second. Anyway, yeah, ethical leadership is a breeze, and anything that you need to know, you can look up online. I did make a mistake whenever I was doing it that cost me a little bit of time, and that was because I didn't take this quiz that it wanted you to take. It's your ethical leadership style. And yeah, so I didn't take that, and then I wrote a whole thing about it, and then had to come back and take it and redo the entire paper. So I didn't turn it in. I realized before I turned it in that that's what I had done. So yeah, but it wasn't hard after I took the quiz. I just read the description that it told me my things were, and then threw that information into the paper. And like I said, using talk to text, done in 5 seconds. I'm not a fast typer. I also will stare at a page and not be able to write, but I can talk all day. Hence why I'm doing this. So I just used talk to text and did the thing, and now it's done. So yesterday, what I did, I started financial management, the dreaded 214. So I practiced the flashcards for Quizlet. The famous deck is the 222 deck. I'll post that below as well. But basically, you use those flashcards. And if you know those flashcards, they say you can pass the test. We'll see. I haven't taken the test yet. So what I did was I went through that in learn mode, and then I started with my tutor. I used the same tutor for accounting that I used for, that I'm using for financial management. So I had tutoring sessions with her yesterday, and then I have some more today, and then I have the test scheduled at 6:30. I'm really nervous. There's a real good chance that I could bomb this thing. But the worst that can happen is that I get some sort of plan, and then I have to take the test again. Not a big deal. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm going to continue to practice the flashcards. I also used, and you'll know this if you're a student, using in the announcement section, use Dr. V's boot camp. So I also watched that. And then I watched it again this morning. I went to the gym and watched it. And then I also watched Dr. Ray's calculation video, but I also went to the math center. So anything that I was kind of like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about, I went to the math center and typed in C214, and they have an entire page that's dedicated to the math problems for this class, and I just watched those videos. I did not use the tutor for the calculations, only because she's in a different country and does not have access to the kind of calculator that we use, and so therefore does not have the keys, solves the problem completely different than I do. Therefore, I just I've done that on my own. She's great though. I have 2 more hours with her today, but it's almost 11 o'clock now, but I want to eat because I've been up for a while and I only had oatmeal, so I'm kind of hungry and I need protein. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I will update you. So I've been studying. I have been going through the calculations again, and then I am about to start going through the Quizlet again. And I think I told you earlier, I watched Dr. V while I was at the gym this morning. So I just got on the exercise bike and listened. Highly recommend doing that. Put it in like a higher speed. I don't recommend doing above 1.75 if you're not used to it. In fact, I recommend starting out at like 1.25, bumping up to 1.5, and then 1.75. So it can be a little difficult if you're not used to speed watching videos. So, yeah, so I did that. I want to talk about another tool that I use. I use this tool called FocusMate, and it's basically like a body double, right? So you sign on for like a session, and then somebody else is on the screen, and it just helps you to study. I'll post it again down below. Also, not that you would ever think this because I barely have any subscribers, but none of this, like I get nothing off of sharing this other than sharing the knowledge. So yeah, so it's focusmate.com, and it's a body double. It will help you as far as you know, staying attentive while you're studying. There's not a time limit to it as far as like how late you can use it. You'll be connected with people all over the world. I used it at 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday, connected with someone in Australia. So they have 25, 50, and 75-minute sessions. And so use whatever works for you. It's like Pomodoro. You get on, you know, say, hi, how you doing? Great. What will you be working on? You say what you'll be working on, and then you mute yourself. That's key. Mute yourself. And then, that person stays on the screen. You can switch to another tab if you only have one screen, or you can do like I do and use, an extra monitor to do that and keep them on the laptop. So yeah, you can use that. It's a great tool. Highly recommend. Hello, I am outside getting sunshine and giving my brain a break. I'm with my dog. We're in our rooftop dog park, and yeah, so just kind of taking a break. My plan is to go in about 30 minutes, do my 2 hours of tutoring. I might take a nap after that, do a little review, take my dog out, and then take the test. So we'll see how that goes. I forgot to make a video yesterday after my test. I passed, barely, but I passed. Mostly because I avoided most of the math. I did the ones that I like knew how to do, and then I just kind of guessed on the ones that I didn't. I was honestly done with that test in 20 minutes. So not saying it's the best way to do it, but that's what I did.